Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. Nice tunes.
Thank you.
What are we learning today?
We are checking out Joker and the Thief by the awesome band that is Wolfmother. So that's kind of, it's a bit of a classic kind of Australian rock tune. That was a huge hit when it first came out. So yeah, we're going to get straight into it. So I think we'll just start with the main riff straight away. So what you want to do, you're going to be playing the open D string. So, I should point out, make sure that you're in drop D. So we want to tune our thickest E string, make sure that's tuned down to a D. And the best way to do that is, if you press down on the 7th fret on the thickest E string, that should sound the same as our open A string below that, the 5th string. So once they're matched, you know that you're in drop D. So let's check it out. We're going to start on our open D, our 4th string. What you're going to be doing, you're going to start with that open, and you're going to be hammering on your first finger onto fret number 5, and then hammering your 3rd finger onto fret 7. So it's like open D, bum, 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 and then these fingers will hammer those notes on. Then you do exactly the same thing on the open G below that. Bum, bum, bum. So it's like ba ba dum, ba ba dum. So you just start really slowly, bum 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 ba da dum ba ba 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 dum, and try and get that a bit faster as you keep going along. So that's kind of the challenge here.
You sit and practice that for a while?
Yeah, just keep practicing it. Yeah, it takes a bit of time, but you can, just your fingers will get used to it, and it's just a good practice to kind of get them stretched out, sort of thing. So that keeps rolling. So at the start of it, there's chords that happen underneath that, which is a D, C, D, C, F, and G. So I would play that on the, because we're in drop D, you can play this, the power chords, rather than play this shape, as you know, we can use our 3rd finger flat here across the 12th fret of the thickest E, so the 6th, 5th, and 4th fret, 4th string, sorry. So when I play them, those 3 strings together, that's our power chord, that's our D power chord. So the chords that are happening here, even though it's in drop D, I'm just going to say the 12th fret. So you're going to go 12th fret ring out like that, down to the fret 10, 2, 3, 1, back up to 12, bum, 1, 2, 3, and 10. Then we're going to go up to 15 like this, 15, 3, 4, 1, 2, up to 17, 17. 1, 2, back to 12, and then we kind of come in with that verse riff here. So I've got a little bit of a cheat sheet here. So we've got the riff goes like this. So it's all downstrokes, but you want to make sure the notes are really short and sharp. So you want to use this part of your palm to kind of rest on the strings after you've hit the note. So we're going to go bum, 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 bum. So I kind of release the pressure off the fretboard too with my 3rd finger after I've hit that chord. So it's bum, 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 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12. And the important part here is the strumming in the right hand. So it's going to go 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12. The 10 is an upstroke, okay? So it's like bum, 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 ba bum, ba bum, ba bum, bum, bum. Keep doing that. Bum, bum, ba bum, ba bum. I slide there from 12 up to 15, then I come back to 12. Bum, 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 ba dum, ba ba, 15, 15, 15, 15, 17, So that part is from 17 to 15. It's 7, down, up, and then we go back to 12, and it's the same riff when the full drums have come in there. So
the whole progression is just power chords like that.
Yeah, just like that. The whole thing is just power chords. So
and you let it ring out, or it's the jab, like kind of.
No, they're quite short and sharp. Yeah, so dun dun bum 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 ba da 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 Can you hear those pauses in between?
Yeah.
So it's like that's my palm hitting the strings. So that's ba da 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 bum bum 15 up to 17 dun da 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 da. When you're doing the down up. You're not palming at all, muting in between that. You're kind of just going down, up. Can you hear how that's kind of ringing out a bit more?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's what's kind of going on behind that intro. That's also the chorus. It's exactly the same thing for the chorus. So verse 1 and 2 is the same kind of chord progression. So here we go. So I said the Joker is a wanted man, makes his way all across the land. See him sifting through the sand. So I'll tell up to 15, tell you all the story. And the 17, the thief in the night. 12, 10, 10, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 10, 12, 10, 10, 12, 12. Verse 2 is exactly the same. It's exactly the same. So I won't go through that again because we've already done it. The chorus, we're just doing the intro riff again. So that kind of it sounds like it's got a bit of a phasery kind of effect. So what we're doing is the same thing. We're on the D string and the G string, hammering on 5 to 7. Ba-ba-doom, 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 ba-ba-doom. Whole chorus, that's how it goes. Just remember, start slowly and try to get that a bit faster as you kind of progress through that. So that's the whole chorus, and the chord progression through that obviously is played with piano, like keys and bass, but yeah, if you've got a second guitarist, they can play it with the riffs I showed you, the chords I showed you at the start. And then after that, it's verse 3 and 4 after that chorus. It's the same as the second. Another chorus after that. Then we have our bridge riff. Our bridge riff sounds like this. I've actually pre-recorded a backing for that, so you can kind of hear how it would sound with the chords. Up on 12. So there's a different chord progression there. So it's just kind of those short, sharp stabs there. So we're going to have our third finger on fret. Da-na-na-na. You can see which one I've got right there. Just copy that at home. So we're going to go. And what I do there is I flatten my third finger so it's hitting that note below that. So that's what we do there. So after that, that's a big bend that we do there. Third finger on the 15th fret, we bend that right up, and you want to bend it back down and pull off and come back to this note and give it a little bit of vibrato like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
what's the trick to like a good bend?
Oh, you want to get, so if you're bending this fret here, you're going to have your first, second, and third finger on the frets behind it. So what you want to do is play the string and use those fingers to help you bend that note up.
Yep.
And bend it and keep the pressure on the fretboard as much as you can, and bend it back down. We're pulling off to that first finger and then hitting that third finger on the second string there.
Yeah, that
and then
sounds wicked.
There's a bit of noise after that where he's just hammering this note here on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's happening there.
Yeah, nice.
After that bridge, we just go back to our outro. It's the same. It goes back to verse 1, which is the same as the first, and then we have this little tag at the end, which is so it's like said the Joker is a wanted man, makes his way 12 to 12, but do not send, we're gonna tell you. So right there you hit the 15th fret with your third finger. I'll tell you all the story about the 17th. I said 15, 3, 4, 17. I better tell you all the story, 15, 17. Finish on the ring out on that 12th fret. So you want that, that's the same chord that we played at the start, that on that 12th fret, that power chord shape there.
Yeah, nice.
And that is it. So, yeah, any questions, let us know. If you've enjoyed the lesson, give us some suggestions, and yeah, we'll see you in the next vid.
Cool, man. You want to play us out?
Yeah. Oh, I'll do it with the backing track, I think. Ba-dum-bum-ba-da-bum-bum.